So this morning I had a heifer calving, and it's a pretty big calf. She wasn't really getting up. I ended up pulling the calf out. I didn't need the jack or nothing. I was able to pull it out, but she couldn't get up. The mother couldn't get up on her own. Her legs were kind of stuck. So I tipped her up with the bobcat, and she popped right up then. But her one leg, she must have a little bit of a pinched nerve or something that wants to kind of go out on her. So right here, I'll see when she walks. She's just walking kind of gingerly on that leg, and I gotta feel if she gets on the concrete at all, she's probably just gonna fall. So I did not milk her this morning. I want to get some of these shackles on her, or we call them shackles. Some people call them hobbles. Basically, they go around each foot. It keeps her feet from going out, so keep that foot. They'll keep it in more and keep her from doing the splits. Hopefully. She's very active though, and doesn't. Well, hopefully we can get her behind a gate with Dad here now and get these on her. Her nickname is One Eye. It's pretty ugly. I don't know. It's been like that for 4 or 5 months. She must have got it poked on something and. Kind of nasty, but she's a really healthy, nice looking heifer, other than her one eye. But she had a nice heifer calf. But yeah, I do not like the way she's walking though, so we're gonna hopefully get these on her here and give her half a day of walking around, get used to these, because when they get them on, they're not really used to them at all. So nice to get them on, let her walk, get used to them, then we'll probably milk her tonight, hopefully. Alright, so we got the hobbles on her. Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to for them. But we put these on, I won't say a lot of heifers, but there's a couple every year we got to do this. Just keeps them from doing the splits. They do the splits 9 times out of 10. they're done. They don't get upright. They wreck their hips or something, and so it's not good when that happens. Hopefully this prevents that. Kind of gets her, all of her hips and legs and stuff kind of working right and not getting out of whack. I know the last couple of cows we put these on, we usually, if they stay on good, we'll keep them on her for a month or two. Once she really looks like she's walking good, I'll take them off and hopefully she's good to go. But it's nice to get these on her now so she gets the data. Get used to them kind of walking around the pen and stuff, going and getting feed. And hopefully tonight now I'll bring her in the parlor, milk her. I just don't want her going on concrete without those shackles on. It would not have been good. And yeah, Dad said that cow, or that eye, she had pink eye as a calf. He remembers stuff like that a little better than me, but he said he remembered a couple years ago, there's a couple of calves that had pink eye bad. And so that's what that was from. Good old one eye. So today's plan is, so it's Saturday, and we've been waiting for the federal inspector for about 2 months now. They're scheduled to come in January, and supposedly they were coming early to other places, so pretty much the co-op said to be ready in December. So beginning of December we had stuff pretty much good to go, but they never came in December. Today's January 25th and they haven't came yet, but we did get a text saying that they are going to be in the area Monday through Wednesday. And a couple weeks ago we had our state inspector out, and she had marked down a few things for us to do. And one thing was to replace our pulsation lines. So on your milker, the big tube is your milk line and your vacuum. Then there's 2 smaller tube lines that are connected. That's your pulsation. So what that does is, basically this follows and runs these 2 smaller hoses. So in your inside your cup, or your inflation, there's always suction, and those pulsation lines add air and release air, so that causes a squeezing motion on the tit to get the milk to come out. So no milk or nothing, no liquid goes into these lines, so really there's no bacteria or nothing, but they are dirty, and they just from the air and being exposed to stuff, they're just got kind of a buildup in some of them. And she said we need to clean them or replace them, and they haven't been replaced in a long time. Actually, I have no idea. I can't remember at all ever replacing them. So I got a roll of that, and we're gonna put some new ones of them in. Basically, just pull these 2 off. The hose goes up top there, and it hooks onto your pulsator. But I do not have enough for the whole works. I got 100 feet of it. Each one takes about 8 feet. So we'll be a little short, but well, we got some more coming. So if they show up here, at least looks like we're in the process of replacing them. So hopefully that gets us by until the rest show up. So that is what I'm doing for a while today. So there's the hose I took off just to get a measurement. There's a new hose. A little bit nicer. So nothing real exciting to see, but I'll throw a few on and show you what they look like. Alright, so here's your pulsator. That's what these hoses are hooked up to. Just gotta pull these off. Kind of fish down through there. It's easier down there. Pull this down. Pull these off. Come on, it's a little easier with 2 hands. There we go. So these 3 here I did. These hoses are connected. You put a little slit down the center here so you can pry them apart better. That's how I fish that one back down through. So I got a pail of hot water. There you can see it. Stick the end of the hose in it, softens it up so it goes on there a little better. I'm taking them and putting them on this side of the bar. I don't know if it really matters, but looks a little more tidy. Stick this in hot water for a minute. Yeah, a couple seconds is all. This side goes on a lot easier. And so I kind of make sure the hose is kind of straight. Bring her up here and stick them back on. There we go. So a bunch of these hoses are kind of different sizes. Like this one, it's up about my hip. This one's a hip. This one's a little lower. So these ones, I'm cutting them all at 8 feet 6 inches. They all should be pretty dang similar then. It don't matter a whole lot. There's plenty of slack in them for that. Probably could go 8 feet even, but I don't want to cut them short. If they're short, then I'm out of luck. So keep them kind of close to the same anyways. They're pretty consistent. Yeah, nothing too crazy today. We'll maybe do this side, just so the front ones are all fixed up. So this one I have issues with the pulsator. The one line ain't working, so when I do this, I might dig into there, see if I can find anything. We'll just take this side off. So we are attempting to get our corn planter unhooked. So we got this ditch here by our driveway. It works decent. Like we'll be able to hook onto there with the tractor. We need to get some sort of gap or a bridge to get from the road here to the tires. Last time we did some blocks and stuff and it worked, but it was a little sketchy. We should be able to find some stuff. Pull her across.
She doesn't take a bottle break.
Got extra help? He's in the bobcat, someone called him.
How is this gonna go?
I don't know yet. We got some plank, some heavy steel to put across there, kind of as a bridge, and we'll see.
I know, but it makes me nervous because it looks like pristine and perfect. I feel like when you're done, it's not going to anymore.
Find out.